In my mirror, engine running hard, but the sirens getting nearer. Got dust on my boots and trouble in my tail. Lord knows tonight the law is on my trail. ED's guitar crying like a midnight train, every note ringing with a lifetime of pain. Blues in the darkness, wind in my sail, but I hear those tires. The law is on my trail. Crying soft while the night turns pale, and somewhere down the road the law's still on my trail. Catch my trail. Ain't nobody left to listen, so I guess it's just me. Sitting by the window, late night glow, street light flicker on the road below. Got a glass in hand, but it don't help much. Just something to hold, nothing to touch. Room so quiet I can hear my breath. Every little thought feels close to death. And I swear I heard my own voice say, boy, you've been drifting too far away. Start answering without thinking twice, like I've been giving myself advice. One part hurting, one part cold, one part young, one part old. Said, where you been? I said, I don't know. Said, why you run? I said, I just go. Ain't no lies when you're face to face with the only truth you can't replace. I'm talking to myself again, like I'm my only friend, trying to fix what I can't defend. Where do I start? Where does it end? Yeah, I keep going round this shelf, trying to save myself from myself. Mirror shows me a tired man, trying to understand what he can't understand. The eyes look back like they seen too much, but still ain't learned enough. I said, you okay? He just stared like he's been gone, but still been there. And I felt something break inside, but I didn't cry, I just let it slide. I'm talking to myself again, like I'm my only friend. Every word just loops and bends, same old story with different ends. Yeah, I'm walking through this hell, trying to hear myself through myself. Ain't no crowd, ain't no sound, just these walls closing around. Every question leads to pain, every answer sounds the same. If I'm lost, then who do I blame when I'm the one calling my own name? armchair, same old man. But something shifted deep inside, like truth don't run, it just waits to rise. I said, you gotta face this now. Didn't know the why, how, but for the first time I could tell I wasn't running from myself. Still talking to myself tonight, but something feels a little right. Maybe wrong ain't always wrong if it leads you where you belong. Yeah, I've been lost inside my shell. Now I'm learning how to hear myself. Yeah, sometimes the only voice you need is the one you've been trying to ignore. In my mirror, engine run the highway, but the sirens getting near. Got dust on my boots and trouble in my tail. Lord knows tonight law is on my trail. BB's guitar crying like a midnight train. Every note ring with a lifetime of pain. Blues in the darkness, wind in my sail, but I hear those ties. The law is on my trail. Oh, this law is on my trail. Keep running through the night, so pale. But I know one day they'll catch my trail. still on my trail. I've been counted out more than a few good times, facing the gravel, dust in my tired eyes. You packed your suitcase, left your ring on my old nightstand, door slammed like a ghetto. Said this is your last chance, last chance. I watched that taillight fade like a cheap red wine, sat on the edge of the mattress, felt the years unwind. Every bad decision like a picture in a crooked frame, every empty promise calling out my name. But it's hard to stay down when the hurt cuts clean, when the floor shows you just how high you've been. I was flat on my back, staring holes in the ceiling fan. Now I'm crawling, walking, teaching my heart to stand. It's hard to stay down when you remember who you in. I took that bottle, poured it down the kitchen sink, watched it swirl like a memory I used to call a dream. Called up my brother, hadn't heard his voice in years. He said, "You still breathing, then you're bigger than your fears." I found that mirror cracked in the hallway light, stared at a stranger who kept surviving into mine. I shaved the stubble, put on a halfway decent shirt, looked myself dead center, said, "You more than all that hurt." "'Cause it's hard to stay down when the truth hits home, when you feel that fire under skin and bone." I was flat on my back, talking circles with my shame. Now I'm standing steady, learning my real name. It's hard to stay down when you step back
in the game. Ran into you Sunday outside that corner store. You had your new life, I didn't shake like before. You asked, how you doing? I just smiled, said I'd get by. But inside I was thinking every tear that ever dried. You walked to your car slow, turned once, then drove away. I lit me a small hole, like a match in the middle of the day. This road ain't shining, still got gravel, glass and holes. But these worn out boots now, they remember how to go. Yeah, it's hard to stay down when the wind tastes sweet, when the same old sidewalk feels like brand new street. I was flat on my back, counting cracks up above. Now I'm leaning forward, wide open to mouth. It's hard to stay down when you're rising from the mud.
Some nights it's heavy, old ghosts rattle in my chest. Voices saying, lay back, man, you gave your best. I light one small candle, let the smoke trace crooked lines, play a quiet shuffle till the pain. Out on the edge where the black waves cry, old stone tower scraping at the sky. Wind keeps whispering through the broken door, but the man who lit that lamp ain't here no more. Lanterns glow through the ocean mist, like a ghost still doing what it once did. Ships keep turning from the jagged shore, though the keeper ain't there anymore. Oh, that lighthouse shining through the night, burning with a lonely borrowed light. Sailors swear when the fog rolls deep, a dead man wakes while the whole world sleeps. Yeah, that lighthouse still does its part, but there ain't no keeper, just a restless heart. Years ago when the storm rolled in,
Took the keeper and the light went dim. Morning found his boots by the spiral stair, but the man himself was nowhere there. Widow down in the harbor town says the sea's the reason he ain't around. But every night when the darkness falls, that old lamp climbs those lonely walls. Oh, that lighthouse shining through the night, burning with a lonely borrowed light. Sailors swear when the fog grows deep, a dead man wakes while the whole world sleeps. Yeah, that lighthouse still does its part, but there ain't no keeper, just a restless heart. Captain Jones from a freighter crew said he saw a shadow walking through. Tall man standing by the glass, watching every vessel pass. Wind blew cold, but the flame burned bright. No living soul could climb that height, but the shadow tipped his cap somehow, like he's still on duty even now. Oh, that lighthouse shining through the night, burning with a lonely borrowed light. Sailors swear when the fog grows deep, a dead man wakes while the whole world sleeps. Yeah, that lighthouse still does its part, but there ain't no keeper, just a restless heart. Maybe some men never leave their post, even after they become a ghost. Maybe promises don't fade away when you swear to guard the sailor's way. So when the tide is running wild and steep, somewhere a lonely soul don't sleep. Rust on chains and the gulls still cry. Salt eats slowly at the sky, but that lamp keeps cutting through the foam, like the dead man never journeyed home. Ships pass safe through the devil's teeth, guided by the light beneath, and every sailor breathes a prayer for the keeper who ain't really there. Oh, that lighthouse shining through the night, burning with a lonely borrowed light. Sailors swear when the fog grows deep, a dead man wakes while the whole world sleeps. Yeah, that lighthouse still does its part, ghost with duty in his heart. Yeah, the lighthouse crawls across the sea. Don't you worry, I'm still watching thee. Tom waits, Tom waits.
Sat by the river where the dark waters roll, moon hanging low like a question in my soul. Went through the times, got a story to tell, but the truth of this world hides deep as a well. Stars in the heavens like a map drawn in flame, calling old travelers who forgot their own name. Every road I wander, every mile I roam, feels like the earth is whispering something known. Yeah, these mysteries of the world, they call my name like a midnight train running through my brain. Why the sky so wide, why the night so long, why the lost hearts always sing the saddest songs. Yeah, these mysteries of the world, cold and deep, keep a restless soul like mine from sleep. Old man down by the corner bar says he once chased answers under a shooting star. Said the truth don't shine like the preacher claims, sometimes it hides in the fire and rain. I walk through cities full of neon light, heard the same old questions every night. Why love leaves like a runaway train, why joy and sorrow ride the same lane. Yeah, these mysteries of the world, they call my name like a midnight train running through my brain. Why the sky so wide, why the night so long, why the lost hearts always sing the saddest songs. Yeah, these mysteries of the world, wild and free, still dancing in the dark around me. Some folks pray for heaven's door, some dig for gold in the mountains cold, but every answer I tried to hold turned into dust in the stories told. There's a woman crying in a midnight town, there's a lonely king without a crown. Every life's a riddle written in sand, washed away by time's old hand. Maybe the truth rides the wind at night. Maybe it's hidden in the pale moonlight. Maybe the stars know more than we see. Maybe the mystery's meant to be. Yeah, these mysteries of the world, they call my name like a wandering ghost through the wind and rain. Why the road twists hard when you walk alone, why the heart keeps searching for a place called home. These mysteries of the world, deep and wide, walk beside me on this endless ride. So I'll keep walking where the night winds blow, through dusty towns and rivers slow. And if the answers never come my way, I'll sing these mysteries till my dying day. Clock strikes 12 and the room turns cold. Shadows stretch where the light once rolled. Whispers drift through the cracked old door like they've been here long before. Moonlight falls on an empty chair. Feels like someone sitting there. I pour one more, try to ease my mind, but peace is something I can't quite find.
I tried to forget. Wind hums low like a mournful tune, singing neath that pale old moon. I see faces in the window glass, memories I thought had passed. Every regret comes knocking slow, asking things I don't wanna know. Oh, these midnight mysteries got a hold on me. Voices in the dark won't set me free. Every little sound turns into a ghost I see. Yeah, I'm lost inside these midnight mysteries. Ain't no running from what you hide. It walks with you, it stays inside. When the world goes quiet and the night runs deep, that's when your secrets start to speak. Oh, these midnight mysteries won't let me be. Chains in the dark, rattling in me. Every heartbeat sounds like a warning I can't flee. Yeah, I'm bound forever to midnight mystery. Yeah, the night knows more than it shows, and it ain't telling me, but it won't let me go.
Coffee gone cold, Morning still gray, sink full of dishes. I'll get there someday. Shoulders feel heavy, hands cracked and warm. I straighten this table, I sweep up the floor. Clock keeps on ticking, same crooked song. I hum something under just to move along. Quiet like stone, standing in the weather, taking every beating, holding it together. I bend, I don't break, I feel it in my bones. I don't shout about it, I'm quiet like stone. Neighbors are arguing through paper-thin walls. I fold up the laundry, answer no calls. Phone full of you should, and aren't you there yet? I water the plant that they always forget. Breathe in my chest like a small steady drum. I don't race the river, I just let it run. Quiet like stone, standing in the weather, taking every beating, holding it together. I bend, I don't break, I feel it in my bones. I don't shout about it, I'm quiet like stone. Quiet like stone. Long hallway evenings, birds of the light, mail on the counter, I'll face it tonight. Boots by the doorway, mud on the floor. I've walked through worse, I'll walk a little more. Silence can sting, but it teaches me names of every small courage that never wants fame. Quiet like stone, standing in the weather, taking every beating, holding it together. I bend, I don't break, I feel it in my bones. I don't shout about it, I'm quiet like stone. Quiet like stone. I've buried some plants out back in the yard, mark them with nothing, let praying be hard. Some people glitter like signs on a road. I'm more the shoulder that carries the load. Wind through the fence tells me I'm still here. If I made it this far, I can make one more year. Quiet like stone, standing in the weather, taking every beating, holding it together. I bend, I don't break, I feel it in my bones. I don't shout about it, I'm quiet like stone. Quiet like stone.
me I'm still here. If I made it this far, I can make one more year. Quiet like stone, standing in the weather, taking every beating, holding it together. I bend, I don't break, I feel it in my bones. I don't shout about it, I'm quiet like stone. Quiet like stone.
It was late that Friday evening, rain tapping on the door. Old saloon near the river, sawdust on the floor. A stranger at the corner table said, "Boy, you wanna play?" I should have kept on walking, but I sat down anyway. He wore a long black coat and a hat pulled down low. Eyes like burning embers in the lantern's glow. Cards in his long fingers move quiet and the same. And that's when I realized this ain't no normal game. I was playing in the devil's card game late that night. Ace of hearts trembling in the lantern light. Every hand I won just pulled me deeper in the flame. Lord, I was gambling with the devil in his card game. The whiskey tasted colder with every card he dealt. Something in my bones said, this ain't luck I felt. He smiled real slow when the thunder called my name. Said, boy, your soul's the wager in the devil's card game. Lightning cracked the sky like a preacher's warning cry. Wind howled through the windows like the dead passing by. My hand shook heavy as I laid my last card down. Whole room fell silent, not a single soul around. I was playing in the devil's card game late that night. Ace of hearts trembling in the lantern light. Every hand I won just pulled me deeper in the flame. Lord, I was gambling with the devil in his card game. He leaned in close, voice low like a funeral bell. Said, win this last hand or come right with me to hell. The cards turn slow like the ticking of time, and I swear I heard a church bell somewhere chime. Creeping through the dusty barroom glass. That stranger and his cur had already passed, but the chair across the table still burned like a flame. From the night I played the devil in his card game. Yeah, I was playing in the devil's card game through the storm. Well, the rules ain't fair and the truth ain't warm. Now time I shuffle, I remember his name. The night I gambled my soul in the devil's card game. Yeah, the rain still falls when midnight calls my name. And somewhere in the shadows, the devil's still dealing that card game.